Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Stephanie Foster, and I'm so excited to discuss ways educators can leverage English learner assets and build strong home community connections to support student success within our schools at Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Today, I will discuss culturally responsive teaching, support the needs of English learners, and building strong family and community partnerships. Culturally responsive teaching. Culturally responsive teaching recognizes that students' cultural backgrounds, languages, traditions, and life experiences influence how they learn and interact within the classroom. Culture impacts communication style, problem solving approaches, family expectations, and how students view authority, collaboration, and participation in school. For English learners, culture and language are closely connected. Students often learn best when instruction values and reflects who they are. When teachers create culturally responsive classrooms, students feel respected, included, and safe taking academic risks while learning English. Cultural competence is the ability of educators to understand, appreciate, and effectively work with students from diverse cultural and linguistic backgrounds. Teachers who demonstrate cultural competence intentionally learns about their students' identities, avoid stereotypes, and create equitable learning opportunities in the instruction of English learners. Cultural competence helps educators build trust, improve communication, and deliver instruction that connects to students' prior knowledge and experiences. Teachers can appropriately integrate students' cultural values and beliefs into teaching and learning by including multicultural literature, celebrating diverse perspectives, and connecting lessons to students' home experiences. For example, students can share traditions, stories, holidays, foods, or community experiences during classroom discussions and projects. This validates students' identities and promotes engagement. Culture plays an important role in student learning because students are more motivated and successful when they feel represented and valued in the classroom. When students see their cultures positively reflected in instruction, they develop confidence, stronger participation, with a greater sense of belonging. School and classroom environments also influence language acquisition. English learners need environments that are welcoming, supportive, and low stress. Students acquire language more effectively when they feel emotionally safe and encouraged to participate without fear or embarrassment of judgment. To create an inclusive environment, teachers should establish clear routines, provide visual supports, encourage collaboration, pronounce students' name correctly, and foster respectful classroom discussions. Displaying multilingual signs, books, and classroom materials can also help students feel represented and included. Some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction include incorporating multicultural texts and resources, encouraging cooperative learning activities, celebrating cultural heritage months and international events, inviting students and families to share cultural traditions, and using cultural relevant examples during lessons. Teachers can also have leveraged students' home languages and cultural assets by allowing transliterating practices, using bilingual resources, encouraging peer support, and viewing multilingualism as a strength rather than a deficit. Translation tools, bilingual dictionaries, and opportunities for students to discuss ideas in their home languages can support comprehension while students continue developing English proficiency. Supporting the needs of early learners in the classroom consists of English learners bring unique strengths, identities, and experiences into the classroom. Effective teachers recognize these assets while also addressing students' individual, academic, linguistic, social, and emotional needs. To support diverse learners, including students with special needs, teachers can use differentiated instruction, scaffolding visuals, sentence stems, graphic organizers, and flexible group strategies. Instruction should be accessible while maintaining high expectation for all students. Teachers should also collaborate with intervention specialists, ESL teachers, speech therapists, and families to ensure students receive support services when needed. Meeting the social and emotional needs of English learners is equitably important. Many students, they experience anxiety, culture, shock, interrupted education, or difficulty adjusting to a new environment. Teachers can support students socially and emotionally by building strong relationships, fostering peer connections, using positive reinforcement, and creating opportunity for students to voice and choice. Classroom routines and procedures should also reflect on understanding of students' cultural and emotional needs. Clear expectations, consistency, and visual schedules help students form secure and they feel confident. Teachers should recognize that students from different cultural backgrounds may have different norms related to communication, participation, and classroom behavior. By understanding students' social, emotional, and cultural backgrounds, teachers could create learning environments that are respectful, inclusive, and supportive of language development and academic success. Home and school connections. Families and communities play a critical role in language learning and student achievement. Families process valuable funds of knowledge, which include cultural traditions, life experiences, skills, and community knowledge that contribute to student learning. When educators recognize and value these assets, students feel a stronger connection between home and school. Family and community practices can support language development through storytelling, conversations, cultural traditions, and shared experiences. To build strong family, community, and school partnerships, schools should prioritize consistent and respectful communication. This includes providing translated materials, using interpreters when needed, and offering multiple ways for families to engage. Effective family engagement practices includes hosting multicultural family nights, providing bilingual newsletters and communication tools, encouraging family participation in classroom activities, offering workshops that help families support literacy and language development at home, and creating opportunities for families to share their cultures, traditions, and experience with the school community. Intentional strategies for supporting families of English learners should emphasize the value of maintaining home languages. Research shows that preserving and developing the home language supports cognitive, identity formation, and long-term academic achievement. Inclusive community engagement practices may include partnerships with local libraries, cultural organizations, churches, and community centers, and after-school programs that support multilingual learners and their families. When schools build authentic relationships with families and communities, students benefit academically, socially, emotionally, and linguistically. In conclusion, supporting English learners require educators to recognize and value the strength students bring to the classroom through their languages, cultures, identities, and experiences. By creating culturally responsive learning and environments and fostering strong partnerships with families and communities, educators can empower English learners to thrive academically and socially. Thank you for your opportunity to participate in this professional learning series. If you need to know any references, you can tune to Gay G, Culturally Responsive Teaching, Theory, Research, and Practice, 3rd edition, and that's located in the Teacher College Press. You can go to Hera S.G. Murray, KJ, and Cabral RM 2022, Assessment Accommodations for Classroom Teachers of Culturally and Linguistically Diverse, 3rd edition, Pearson. And you also can go to Nieto S. 2017, Language, Culture, and Teaching, Critical Perspective, 3rd ed. Routledge. Bye.